Hello, welcome to CS Tech Solution. Today is Learn in UI/UX Design, and today is the topics of creating a low-fidelity prototype in a Figma. What is low-fidelity prototype? Simple, clickable versions of the apps, and that is so the how the users is move between the screens, and not a final visuals and creating a low fidelity prototypes and any example as a coffee house apps and etc as apps is as and the digital wireframes. What is digital wireframes? A basic screens layout is created in a figmas and that present each the steps of a user flows. And what is the user flow? As a sequence of action the user is tagged to complete a task in a apps. Look as a connections node as attractive points and this circles with a plus sign and show the figure and the circle in inside the plus sign and use to the link one screen to the another's and the hamburgers buttons and the menu icons is that the open the navigation menus then select and the drop down hamburgers menus and menus that as appears after the selecting hamburgers buttons and showing the navigations option and show the figures of the menu buttons and click on the and hamburgers button to move and the menus uh, items has to show in a figure and screen connections link that define where the users is go after the clicking on the buttons or the elements and so the as a menu buttons clicks in a home page and move in the menus item list in navigation bars navigation buttons and another buttons as a new order as clicks and the new orders screen to move the pages and to show the another screens and others as buttons you raise and to move and the another pages and link with circles to move as another screens of the circle to connect and testing a low fidelity prototype and the presentations views as play buttons and start the prototypes previews so the designers can test the iterations and the prototype testings as checking the whether the screens is connect the correctly and follow the attended users journeys. What to check during the testing as a first as a connection as the connection reviews and unsidings all the required the screens are the linked to complete and the main user flows and missing the connection of buttons or the element that does nothing than the click and the second is the navigation as a forward navigation is allow the user to move to the next screens in flows and the backward navigation and allow the user to return the previous screens and the navigation cases as a visuals indicators as arrow buttons and that the show how the users is move through the apps. And third and last is a completeness as a completeness state screens or the message is showing the users has successfully finished the action and the return the path and a way for the users to go back to a starting point after the completing a task and the key takes away as effective slow fidelity prototype is connect connect all the screens is need to complete the main user flows and allow the backward forward movements and clearly show what is the attractive and mimes real apps navigations and can be the edited easily if as something is missing. Thank you guys to watch the videos. Please subscribe the channel, on the notification and bell icon. Thank you so much guys to watch the videos.